What's up YouTube, it's Unruly, and I'm making another Mortal Kombat 11 video. Why? Because Mortal Kombat 11 will happen. It's coming out. I've made videos discussing the timeline of Mortal Kombat production, so it is pretty dang close to a reveal at E3, which is about, just less than 2 months away. And, it's my pretty good prediction. Lots of YouTube videos coming up about it. But let's go ahead and talk about these two guys, Daegon and Taven, two brothers that came out and had their debut in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. They were characters that I really wanted to like. They had an interesting story. They were half god, half prophet, and it just didn't turn out. I mean, the characters' designs just are a little bit plain when we think about this game Mortal Kombat. This game Mortal Kombat's known with crazy ninjas and everything like that. I mean, let's go ahead and take a look at the cast right here. Right? Let's go ahead and look at like Raiden and Kano and Devora and Kotal Khan and Reptile, and we compare them to these two guys. Now, it is a low res image, I'll give you that, but even in high res, it really couldn't save these characters. Now, there are some of you out there that probably love these characters and think they're awesome. And hey, that's cool. Just like there's people that like to drink Coke and people who like to drink Sprite or Pepsi. Just because you like Pepsi and I like Coke, we can still be friends, right? So the dudes that are out there that still like Daegon and Taven, hey, it's all good. But this video is hoping for a redesign, but we'll go into a little backstory of Daegon and Taven. Like I said before, they made their debut in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. They're the son of the protector god Argus and the prophet Delta. So they're half god, half prophet. And some of you may not know, they're actually half brother to Rain. And Rain has the power to manipulate water. These two have the power to manipulate fire. So pretty cool. I could see them being an integral part of the next story. I just really hope for a redesign in this next game. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of see what went wrong. I mean, right now you got Daegon, who kind of looks like a discount Shao Kahn. Like, it's just not that cool when you compare them to this cast. Yes, I know the images are low res, but these characters could be a lot cooler. And then we have his brother Taven, who kind of looks like Ben Affleck. The costume design isn't that great, to be honest. I mean, especially when you compare it to these iconic characters right here. I mean, this is Kotal Khan's first game, but he looks really awesome. He looks like this Aztec or Mayan god. And of course you have Devora, who just fit in instantly with the cast of Mortal Kombat. She was mysterious. She was a new race introduced into the game. You got Kano. He's a human, but he's part cyborg. Got his awesome Kano eye and everything like that. And I think these characters just need a redesign. I'm hoping if they do come in that they do get a redesign, because if we look at the past, they've been made cameos in MK9 and they've made cameos in MKX. So especially in a few endings, and you could see Daegon in the background fighting in Mortal Kombat 9 in the pit stage. So if you look there, he's usually fighting Reiko, or it could be another character, and Reiko's kind of a person I'd like to see. But these two brothers, great storyline, great background, but there's just being the son of a god and a prophet. I believe that these designs left a little to, little more to be desired. And so with this, I did some Google searching, and I just said, you know what, let me look for sorcerers, because I believe, like, if they just had a redesign, and added a little more extra stuff, they could definitely be cool and welcome to the cast of Mortal Kombat. Because when you're a kid and you play Mortal Kombat, you wanted to be the ninja, or you wanted to be maybe the hero Liu Kang, or the badass Kung Lao. I mean, with these guys, I was just like, I mean, you know, the moves kind of could have been cool, but yeah, I mean, when you think of Mortal Kombat, you think of like Mystic Warriors and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I recently played God of War, and I think an awesome design for one of these characters would be something like this. And if you look at the Stranger from God of War, had all these awesome tattoos of ruins and everything like that. And if you kind of look over there, that almost looks like a Mortal Kombat dragon right there. But so if you have these characters, they're half god, half prophet, it would be cool to see something like this, you know, a character with a bunch of runic tattoos, and maybe they get their power from that. Now you may be thinking, hey Kenny, that sounds a lot like Tattooed Assassins. Well, you know, it could be a little nod or a little kind of rip off that, but I think that's something that you don't really get to see. And this, I just looked up, you know, sorcerer or something like this. They're fire gods, or half fire gods, so why not just give them some cool things? There's just little extra accoutrements that would make them fit like in this world of Mortal Kombat, because so far in their endings, they just kind of wore the same thing as they did in their normal. I mean, this is just another thing, another sorcerer. Look at this guy. He's got firepower. He's got a tattoo on his face. He's got red eyes, a mohawk, and I think it's just a great, like, you know, the game is not going to be this design, but this would be an amazing design for one of the characters, for Daegon. It's just, I think these characters need a little pick-me-up. And if Mortal Kombat 11 has a gear system, then you can probably make them a lot cooler. And then you could do this one for Taven, which is just some more art that I found online. And I think if you have something like this, man, you gotta have your characters in hoods. You gotta have them looking mysterious. And that's what I've always appealed to me in Mortal Kombat, is these awesome, crazy ninjas and stuff like that. And the costume designs have gotten better, especially around MK9 to MKX, when you look at characters like Ermac. And although I wasn't so hot about his design in MKX, I didn't want to see his nose. But, you know, this is just another sorcerer thing I looked up online. You're going to have to be red because, you know, he uses the power of fire. And I think we have one more image to look at. But with the storyline of Mortal Kombat 11, which nobody really knows right now, we just know that Raiden, and look at this design. See, this is something that needs to be done. Like, they'll have an awesome hood, you know, change the blue flames into fire. I mean, maybe one brother could be, you know, be full of tats, and one other can have like crazy ruins and something like that around his body. And you just got to spice up these character designs in the next game, and I'm all for it. But like I said, they have a pretty good background and pretty good foundation to be awesome Mortal Kombat characters, but to me they were just a little bland. And there they are right here. And there's our awesome crew right there. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the ending right there. As you can see, he looks just like he does in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. And when you see a character, when you think of a character that is half god, half prophet, that's kind of not what you get. And you know, certain normalized characters make sense. You know, when you have Johnny Cage from Earthrealm, you have Cassie Cage from Earthrealm, you have these characters, and you could say, oh yeah, you know, they don't have to be all mystic and robed and everything like that. They could just be in normal attire. But when you think of someone who's an Edenian, you gotta step it up. They gotta look a little bit cooler. And let's go ahead and look at one other image. And you can see right here, he just kind of looks like a discount Shao Kahn, like, you know, 75% off Shao Kahn with a little bit of Kratos. And no offense, but I just, you know, I want more from this game. I want them to look awesome. So if there is a chance they do show up in the next game, I do hope there's a redesign. And they don't go with these designs, even though, which has me worried, because they've shown up like this in MK9 9, and they shown up like this now in MKX. And I really just hope we can get a redesign. If there's a gear system in the game, we can change it up. And I guess that's about it, man. That's kind of like my salty, not salty soapbox, but more of a discussion, guys. Feel free to join in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of these characters, if you guys actually like these characters. I already made a YouTube post, or actually a Twitter post. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video about Daegon and Taven, and some people were like, oh, you know. But like I said, these characters have a lot of potential. I definitely want to see some more character variety in Mortal Kombat, even though I said I want them to look mysterious and mystic, but you know, I want them to fit in the world. And then these two characters look like they could be kind of Earthrealm characters. But with that said, let's keep the discussion going. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if there's any other characters that you want me to talk and discuss about their potential of being in Mortal Kombat 11. And everything in these videos are just educated guesses. If we had an educated guess on who's going to be in the game, of course it would be like Katana, Liu Kang, and some of the people that were still alive. But there's going to be new characters appearing in this next game, so yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video, and always, five times!